Okay, yeah. We should do this one as well. Alright. Shikamaru's explanation here. Our memories have all been rewritten to reflect what Kawaki desires. Again, this is, like I say here, a little semantic, but if we are taking this as an explanation of omnipotence in general, it's just cap. This isn't how omnipotence in general works. It's not a reflection. It's not reflecting what Kawaki desires. Weird.
It's the inverse of what he desires. So normal life. Just the way it was.
Like,
yeah, Kawaki actually didn't want this.
Technically, if it's a reflection of what they desire, then they should all think Boruto's Boruto and want to kill him. Because they should all want... all their memories should have been rewritten to wanting to kill all Otsutsuki.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's why I don't like the idea that it's Kawaki's desire, because Kawaki's desire is just all Otsutsuki to be dead and everyone to hate Boruto. It's not, he didn't desire for himself to be particularly different. It was just stop attacking me, just attack Boruto instead. Like, the thing he complained about actually was that Boruto was the Hokage's son, rather than an outsider like him. If Boruto was the same as him, then this would be easy. That he didn't say if only I was the Hokage's son. Like, it just seemed like the response we got would have been perfect for Eida to listen to it and be like, oh, if only their roles were backwards, this would be better. Yeah. But like, Kawaki didn't say, like, if Kawaki had said, if only our roles were reversed or something, and then this happened, it would work. But he didn't do that.
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense. It's retroactively explained that they just switched positions because that's what they wanted. No foreshadowing of any of that. Like, in the code arc... in the code arc, they tried to make Kawaki feel like he had a home or whatever. In spite of all of that, he still felt like an outsider to the village, especially in the anime with like the Jaggy dog episode with Himawari. And then you have in the prophecy arc, he can't imagine his brother Boruto. He imagines Boruto only as Borushiki. That's the problem here. Not that he's jealous or wishes that he was Boruto or that their roles were reversed. If anything, he shouldn't want their roles to be reversed. He doesn't hate Boruto. He just wants to be alongside Boruto. He shouldn't want Boruto to be dragged down to his position. He should just want to be dragged up to Boruto's position.
I mean, but like, in terms of what he said to Eida, it was just like, I mean, if anything, Kawaki's desire would have been for Momoshiki to just spawn into some random bozo outsider that wasn't Boruto. That's what he actually wanted. He's like, why did it have to be Boruto, my brother, the Hokage's son, all this shit? Why couldn't Momoshiki just be in some other person? That's what he wanted.
Oh, reflecting those desires, everyone just would have thought it wasn't Boruto. I thought it was just
and like worst case, but worst case, it would have made sense if they just thought Boruto was the outsider, but nothing different about Kawaki. And again, if Kawaki said, if only our roles were reversed, if you just said that one line, that would have been the bare minimum enough. But he didn't.
I don't think there's dark mode on here.
So it makes more, because of that, it makes more sense that it's Eida just trying to help him out.
Yeah. So this is...
Because she literally says in chapter 80, I accidentally did something. I only wanted to help Kawaki. Like, as far as she was aware, she did it because she wanted to help Kawaki.
Oh, shout out Boruto Theories, by the way. Great video, guys. Keep up the good content. Thank you very much. I saw you subscribed. I checked out your channel. Your constructive criticism, maybe consider a different text-to-speech voice, but hey, for good content to you too. Yeah, I was like, man, do I know this guy? Like, Boruto Theories sounds like a familiar name. Then the thumbnail, not thumb, like the profile picture, it's like it just looks familiar. But hey, you too. But anyways, all right. So this is the problem here. Our memories have all been rewritten to reflect what Kawaki desires. This is the scene, Boruto chapter 79 of Kawaki's desires. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I don't care about what happens to me. Okay, people care what happens to Kawaki. So that's a reflyer. That's not being reflected.
Too.
Yeah, that's a desire not being reflected. Instead of me, protect the seventh. Okay, the people's desire in 2 Blue Vortex is not to protect the seventh. That's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and the other one, it says, I don't give a crap about me. I don't matter at all. So forget about me and focus on protecting Lord 7th. Nobody's focused on protecting Lord 7th because Kawaki after the... oh, here's another thing. I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but Kawaki wants everyone to think that Boruto killed Naruto. That's why he lied, so that they hate him more. If it's Kawaki's desires, that just would have been built into the Omnipotence's effect.
Yeah.
Like, beyond the role reversal, they would also think Naruto is dead. He wouldn't have needed to lie. It would just be in the effect. Eida, though, didn't like that lie, so of course it's not going to be in hers. It just makes more sense that way.
Yeah. So the third thing he desires, because if he doesn't do this, then everything that Naruto built at the village, everything will be lost, is to silence Momoshiki. Okay, people don't care about silencing Momoshiki, so that's a 3 for 3 of desires that aren't being reflected. I can't let this happen. So he's desiring to do it himself. Nobody in Boruto is like, oh, I specifically can't let this happen. Technically, I mean, that should be the case anyways, but like they never say it. I'm going to count that as 4 for 4. I'm not being generous with this at all. So if he's free, it'll be too late. No one is thinking about unfreeing Boruto. Like, it's not a thing of freedom. I'm going to count that as 5 for 5.
And then he says he's but unfortunately he's the son, Lord 7th's son, who would Konohaku kill the Hokage's son, an act that would turn all your friends into foes. Who would ever agree to take on such a task? Oh, damn it. Oh, why did it have to be him? Oh, sorry, Eida says, oh, damn it. Why did it have to be him? Why couldn't it have been a complete nobody who wasn't the Hokage's son or my brother, a stranger? That's what Kawaki was. So 6 for 6. No one would mourn if they died. An outsider just like me. So he wants Boruto to be an outsider just like him. Worst case. Well, in the role reversal, Kawaki isn't an outsider, so that's 7 for 7 wrong. And then he says, you've got this all-seeing Senri gun. Use it to look at me. See me for the powerless piece of garbage that I am. Well, everyone doesn't think Kawaki's a piece of garbage, so that's 8 for 8 wrong.
Now, I will say, Mitsuki in the latest chapter somewhat proving this part right, but... it's not because Kawaki's weak, it's just that Boruto's strong. The fact that he's like, he can't protect anything or whatever. He's helpless scum. He's powerless. He's weak.
Yeah.
If he's a stranger out of nowhere, it would have been better. They know Boruto still. So it's not better still.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, and also, Eida's the one who's like, don't say that, like, and she disagrees with Kawaki. So of course, if it's Eida's desire, she wouldn't want Kawaki to be an outsider, right? She'd want him to feel at home. So it just makes more sense if it's Eida's desire, not Kawaki's.
I mean, Kawaki's literally not desiring anything for himself here. That's the end of it too, yeah.
He's not even ready. Like, he's just surprised. Like, he never mentioned, the only thing he mentions about himself is that he doesn't matter, who Eida disagrees with, thinks he does matter. And also, what was I gonna say? Honestly, Kawaki seems pretty annoyed with everyone in the role reversal, don't you think that like
Yeah.
he's pretty mad about the way Mitsuki follows him around and Himawari calls him brother and all this shit?
Yeah, like he
Like
literally
I
told
don't think he
Himawari to
wanted that
stop.
at all.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be called big bro.
He's telling
He's like,
people,
how many times
but
have I told you not to call me big bro? So that's something he desires.
you know what I mean? Like, so also, yeah, if Shikamaru's worried that the desires will change, bro would have changed so many things. Like Mitsuki just wouldn't follow Kawaki around. He would have desired Mitsuki to stop, and Mitsuki would have stopped.
Like, it's not just, oh, later on he desired it, but it's too late later on. Because, first of all, Omnipotence is constantly rewriting itself. But even if we say it's only at the time, at this moment in time, I would say he doesn't want Himawari to call him bro, considering what he just did to her parents. Like, he's literally saying at the end of this, he's
Exactly.
gonna
Like,
let Naruto kill him. Like, he knows what he's doing.
that's why he's saying don't call me bro.
Exactly.
He's not saying it because he's annoyed with Himawari following around. It's because he doesn't feel like he deserves that title based off of what he's done.
But
So
everyone else
Kawaki would have
does.
never desired at any point for Himawari to see him that way.